I'm Ralph Sinisi, the owner of Animal Bikes. Jersey City, New Jersey is where we're out of. We've been around about 15 years, rolling with the same crew that we started with for a while before that, and we still got, the tightest crew on the streets with the riding, with the company, with everything. In the mid to late 90s, I was riding for FBM bikes. We had gone on a little East Coast trip, which was the way most of the trips would go either way. And we were down in Georgia at the time, and we were riding on the campus, and Mike Tagg and I had grinded down this brand new marble ledge down steps, and it got crazy. They ended up throwing us in jail for destruction of property, some random thing that never happened before. So after we got out of jail, we decided, you know what, we're gonna cut the trip short. Everybody was a little not happy with the way the trip was going after being in jail. So that night we went out, and I just decided, you know what, I love what we got going here with FBM, but I want to take it on the level with the local crew direct out of the New York City, New Jersey area right here, and just have it be all street. And that night, really, I had a clear mind after getting the freedom again, and I knew what we had to do, and I just scribbled some stuff down on a paper saying, no bullshit, just real deal street riding and some good parts to be what we need to ride, and that was it. And I really stuck with that recipe as much as I could the whole time, and we're still doing it 15 years plus after I decided to get it started. Yeah, when I decided that there had to be a company started just to represent for street riding and the kind of riding that was going down with me and the crew in the New York City area over here, Animal was just the name that was the only choice. That was a name that really represented for the guy who was doing the craziest moves, the guy that was going as fast as possible, jumping the craziest gaps, doing the biggest handrail. A couple of the guys that started the company, that was all they would say too. That guy's an animal. That guy, Rich Andrews and Grimaldo Duran, they were both, that's how they pushed each other. They say, hey, this guy's an animal. He's doing something crazy. And it's really what we all were saying, that it just made sense. Street pegs were really just rolling out. Back then you had some freestyle pegs that you'd be grinding on, but a lot of the pegs back then, even the street pegs, they either wore down real quick or didn't have enough metal to wear down, or they were cracked. So that was the first product, and we got a ton of pegs made, and they had a good combination of the right metal, the right hardness. What I did was I filled my trunk with them, and I went to a spot to meet up with all the FBM crew and these guys having a contest, and I gave away hundreds and hundreds of pegs to all the pros and everybody over there, and they were all about it. And all those people probably still running Animal pegs to this day for the most part, that they never want to use anything else because they always took the most abuse and always were the best for the kind of riding that we were doing, because up until that point, nobody was really putting them to the test like the way these guys were, with just grinding all day and night. And you got to grind over crazy, rough, cracked up ledges. You got to ride down some handrails with rust on them. You got to do whatever, and you want to make sure you got something that's not going to break and that's going to keep lasting, so you don't have to always be switching them up. And then we got other pegs out, other models of the peg in the future for our pro riders. We got the Lino pegs that are still the toughest metal pegs out there, and we're the first company to be making plastic pegs for the street. You know, people started making them at first saying, oh, skate park friendly, whatever with that. Who gives a shit where you're riding at the skate park? You want to get that to go and grind on the street as much as you can. And the one person butcher out of anybody who's the craziest grinder in the world. Once we got him on the team, we said, what do you want as your signature part? But it was already the butcher peg. It was already a given. And we made them, and people swear by them now still. And, you know, 90% of the stuff out there, you better with the plastic pegs because you're going to just be able to grind anything.